Abraham asked to sacrifice Isaac. Abraham had always trusted in God, but one day, he was given a test that would push his faith to the limits. God called out to him, "Abraham." And Abraham, with a heart full of trust, responded, "Here I am." God then gave him a command that would shake any man to his core: "Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." Isaac was the son of promise, the one Abraham had waited for his entire life. Yet, without a word of protest, Abraham obeyed. Early the next morning, he saddled his donkey, took Isaac and 2 servants, and set off on the journey. For 3 long days, they traveled, the weight of God's command heavy in Abraham's heart. Finally, they reached the place God had told Abraham about. He told the servants to stay behind, assuring them, "We will go and worship, and then we will come back to you." Taking the wood for the burnt offering, Abraham placed it on Isaac's back. Together, father and son climbed the mountain. As they ascended, Isaac, noticing something was missing, asked, "Father, we have the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the sacrifice?" Abraham looked at his son, the child he loved more than anything, and replied, "God himself will provide the lamb." When they reached the top, Abraham built an altar. He arranged the wood, then, with trembling hands, bound Isaac and laid him on the altar. With every fiber of his being, Abraham raised the knife, ready to obey God's impossible command. But just as he was about to strike, a voice from heaven cried out, "Abraham! Abraham!" Abraham stopped immediately, and the angel of the Lord spoke again, "Do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." Abraham looked up, and there, caught in a thicket, was a ram. God had indeed provided the sacrifice. Filled with relief and gratitude, Abraham offered the ram in place of Isaac. God's voice came once more, reaffirming his covenant, "Because you have done this and have not withheld your son, I will bless you. Your descendants will be as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore." Not long after, Saul visited Abraham's household. His beloved wife Sarah passed away at the age of 127 in the land of Hebron. Though his heart was heavy with grief, Abraham knew he needed to find a proper burial place for her. He approached the Hittites, asking to buy a plot of land. Ephron, one of the Hittite leaders, offered him the cave of Machpelah, saying Abraham could have it for free. But Abraham insisted on paying the full price, so the deal was made for 400 shekels of silver. Abraham buried Sarah in the cave of Machpelah, and it became the first piece of the promised land that would belong to his descendants forever. The land and the covenant were beginning to be fulfilled,